if you can reveal any of the future plans, I'm not sure if you're able to or if you want to, or if you can just give me some hints as to where things might be going, that might be exciting.
Yeah, we're exploring all the time, and we used a first time high motion camera, which was able to reveal RF shots from around the course in high mo, which people are used to in sports. They're used to the highest quality of high motion. But where it's particularly difficult is those shots are normally not RF shots. They're not normally radio frequency shots. They're normally cabled shots. The cameras on them are on cables because it's very difficult technology to send high motion signals through the airwaves, get them back on air quickly. We've developed a camera that can do that, and we used it in Singapore. So effectively, we can radio frequency shots back from a high motion camera anywhere in the course. So that's a real new innovation, and uh, other sports are using it, or trying to use it, but they don't face the challenges we do. Most other sports happen in a very small footprint. You know, football, rugby, cricket happens in a stadium. So your ability to pick up those signals and send them is much easier, and it's difficult enough there, but it's still much easier than what we have to do because we exist
Right.
in a world where one of your shots may be 50 kilometers away from your production vehicle.
Incredible.
So I'm not moaning about that. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that's when you come up with something new and an innovation, you're always saying, how do I get that shot back? How do I get it into the broadcast, and how do I get into the broadcast now? Because now is when it matters. And that's the thing about sport. Sport is live. That's why the data we need to capture live. That's why everything is magnified in terms of its challenge, because it's not just outside the truck in the stadium. It's 50 kilometers away, or it's in water, or it's on a bike doing 55 kilometers per hour.
Tremendous. Hopefully one day we'll have point of view action cameras from every single athlete where we can toggle between them ourselves, or have some kind of like underwater submarine camera, or I don't know. I just thought of that.
Let's face it, you know, if we had $100 million per race,
Yeah.
we'd be able to do all of that for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there comes a point where you just can't spend the money.
Yeah.
But we're not. I don't think we're far away from being able to isolate certain cameras. So one of the ideas that we're playing with is to make our feeds from our motorcycles available via Warner Brothers Discovery on their platform. That would be something we could do, and something that we will explore. So if you can imagine that we've got a moto with the leader, with the pack, and with a chaser, we might be able to make that available via certain channels, via certain streams. So that's something we're exploring, and that will be very exciting, because that's something obviously that Sky does and that Formula One does, where you can go on board with any car. And I mean, it has to be said that the Formula One operation is outstanding. It's incredible. It's incredible for its telemetry. It's incredible for its camera coverage. It is
And its
incredible
budget.
for its connectivity. Yeah, its budget is the most incredible thing. And the other thing about that is we're a host broadcaster. So the Formula One are a host broadcaster and then sell their rights for extraordinary sums to various broadcasters who then spend a lot of money on it.
Right.
So, you know, we spent a lot of money when we were at Sky and buying the rights. They were spending a lot of money in developing their product. We then spent an extra amount of money in developing our product on top of theirs. So it's that kind of innovation and that kind of buy-in from partners which really helps develop. At the moment, we're the broadcast rights holders, and we're doing it all, and we're trying to up the ante. And that's why I think what you said was interesting about how people view the Ironman coverage and how they view ours. We're spending a lot more time, a lot more money. We have a much bigger production crew, and that's why it's different. It doesn't mean it's always, you can't assume that you're doing it better than anyone else just because you're spending a lot more money, because there are a lot of questions you've got to get right. You've got to get the storytelling right. You've got to get your talent teams right. All the same things that apply to all sports. Which commentators do you like? Which angles do you like? How long have we been on this? I want to see where Christian Blumenfeld is. Annie Howe's going to win this race and we haven't seen her. There's so many different stories. It's not like, I remember when I first got into directing sport, I asked an old friend, because my father was a sports director. He died when I was very much younger. But I asked one of his directors, because he was a very good director, my father. And I asked one of his directors, I said, if you can give me one hint, this is when I was going to swapping from music to sport in 1990. He said, follow the ball. I went, that was interesting. And I didn't realize how important that was until I started directing rugby, cricket, football. It's all about the ball. Well, the ball in triathlon is in all sorts of places. Annie Howe's got the ball. Yep. Lucy Charles-Barkley's got the ball.
Yeah.
Daniela Reef's got the ball. Which ball do you want to have a look at?
Yeah. Not that straightforward. Well, thank you, Martin. Thank you so much. I think you've been tremendously, descriptive, and I love what you say. And I'm just very happy to be able to speak to you about this. And I think the listeners are also going to be very happy to hear what you've said. It's fascinating to all of us. We love what you're doing. We love the work. We love watching it. We love participating. We love everything. So keep it up. And you've got a lot of fans, and we're going to be here to make it bigger and better in subsequent years.
That's very kind of you to say, and we're going to be there trying our best.